Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a little bit of a hot minute now since I made a video last like this. And it's been a little bit iffy on whether the videos I've been making and in the style have been something I've been liking. And I wonder if it's just because I've been trying to force some of these videos to be made, so I've just been scrapping yada yada yada. And I haven't really been enjoying doing that as much. So I would rather make a video when I feel like I have a good topic that I want to actually speak about. And I think I have a topic here that I've realized I had something to say about when I was at work for a little bit now. It's been something off and on I've been noticing. And I think it has to do with types of hobbies. Because when people say, oh, what is your hobby? They generally mean something to do outside of work. Like, oh, I like to play bass, or I like to play video games, or I like to read. But I don't think that fully encompasses what a hobby can be. Like, in my mind now, I've finally been able to digest this thought enough where it is, in my opinion, there are two different families of hobbies. There are personal fun hobbies, which is the aforementioned topics of bass playing, like video games, reading, things in that ballpark. And then what I've realized, there is also work hobbies, or things that you want to do in the relation to your career. Maybe that's a better term for it. Career hobbies. What made me realize this is I really like product. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I really like taking in product. I like sourcing it. I like dealing with the transfer of currency between hands as you are selling or buying or trading product with people. So that has led me to want to further research what product can be, or like more about being a, it sounds like kind of weird and cringy, but like a merchant in a way, because I want to learn more about business in general, whether small or large business, like, or like e-commerce, that general space. It's a pretty broad stroke I'm painting here, but I think that's kind of what I'm trying to get at here is like, yes, I enjoy playing games, but at the same time, when it comes to my personal career, I really like the idea of a product-based business. I think that kind of goes back to the age-old saying that many of us have heard, where if you find something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. I think a lot of people conflate that with a hobby. Like, oh, I really like playing bass, so if I become a professional bass player, I'll never work a day in my life. I feel like that is a little bit different. I feel like you need to find a work hobby or something about work that you really, really like, and then you'll never work a day in your life. Because say you really find that you like the let's take trading card games for example. Say you really like the nitty gritty behind the scene details of the selling of Magic the Gathering cards. I've been watching a lot of Alpha Investment, so that's the first thing that popped up into my head. If you know who the guy is, you know exactly what I mean. Like, that guy has found that he loves selling the cards, so he spends so much of his waking hours and waking time making deals with people. He'll buy giant collections. He's worked with distributors. He's working with sometimes the companies themselves to make personalized custom cards. And then he has a relatively large what's the word I'm looking for? See, this is what I mean. I need to look into it more and get a little bit more like hands-on. He has a relatively large community of people who want to buy from him because he has made that his hobby in terms of his career professionalism. And this guy might also have separate hobbies outside of this whole realm that he likes to do. But he hasn't made those his day-to-day. Those are something that he might use to wind down and relax with. But like I was hinting, like I don't know some of the terminology here. So that's something that I think I could benefit from by doing some research and learning a little bit more about the area and the section, getting some jargon. Yeah, you get what I mean here. And I mean, I've been thinking about that more and more, and it's something that I kind of want to myself try to explore a little bit more of and go down this path. And I guess some of this is just like, oh, go to college. That's what it's for. I think it's a yesn't answer, like a yes and no, right? Because college, I think, was its intended purpose originally was to help scholarly people become more educated so that they could move and do more scholarly jobs. And they slowly started to add in some of these other things, and then it became like, oh, you got to take these courses that you might not be interested in order to graduate, and just pile on. It's just a lot of debt and whatnot. What I'm getting at is like taking the time to sit down and like maybe go talk to a person in the field and get more information. Go to like a training. We have access to the internet. That information is out there for free somewhere. It's just a matter of finding it. And it's something that I feel like we need to be doing a little bit more of, like, as a people. You know, like, we can't just sit on our asses all day and do the same exact things and just kind of scrape by, because I feel like that leads to a lot of boredom in life, and that's what your career hobby is for. But you got to be able to go out and find that. You have to get out and explore and experience different jobs to really get a handle on it. And ultimately what I think this will do is, like, you'll be working through your job and you go, man, I really like this specific aspect, but the management fucking blows and I can't have fun. Well, if you spend as much time as you can learning about the industry, and then you go and you find out, oh, I really like financing and capital, and learning about how to make capital, will eventually lead you down the path of being able to apply these skills you've gathered to get a really good job where you are a field expert and you just get paid a shit ton of money and you're going to be given better working experience, better working conditions anyway. Or it leads you to creating your own business in this category, and you can make your life and living doing that. Like, one guy who comes to mind is another YouTube channel by the name of Critical. Now this guy loves like in-ear monitors, and if you don't know what those are, they're just like earbuds but like fancier. And he started his own website where he had the largest database for all the waveforms, and he graded them, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And he posted like YouTube videos about this as well, and I got to a point where he became an industry expert, and now he has opened his own business and his own storefront where he's able to sell only the best monitors that he thought to be like perfect or great value or industry leading. And it's like a cool concept that he was able to bring that upon himself by finding a career hobby that he really enjoys and dived nose deep into it. And it's something that I also want to try to do. It's going to be a lot of effort, no doubt about that. But I mean, hey, if you find something that you are really passionate about, you'll never work a day in your life, right? That's about it, guys. Stay safe out there.